What is going on, guys? Money Webby here, back again on Tuesday. A solid night with the plays. We had two guys especially return a lot of value for us. Al Horford, first of all, 45 DraftKings points, only 6,300. That was a good play there, and he was one rebound off a double-double, so he could have even had a bigger night if he could have just got one more rebound. Like, I was watching that game, the guy, stole a rebound from him late in the game for his 10th rebound, so that was kind of annoying. But Reggie Jackson as well, my value pick yesterday, got 31 DraftKings points for us at only 4,500, I believe. So that was a good call. But some guys that disappointed. Blake Griffin wasn't really his fault. I guess it was his fault, but he got into foul trouble. So wasn't able to get his full minutes, like 35 minutes or something like that. Only played 24 minutes. That kind of sucked. He was playing pretty well in that matchup too. He was like 6 for 9. So if he could have just got like 10 plus more minutes, he probably would have been able to return maybe like 5 times value at least in that matchup. So that was a little bit disappointing. And also Andrew Harrison was didn't do as good as I was hoping for against Minnesota. He was balling out the last couple of weeks when he got the start, but couldn't get it done last night. But the Lord and Savior last night of yesterday's slate was Trey Burke. He dropped 65 DraftKings points. I actually tweeted out about him before the lock, whatever. I saw that Emmanuel Mudiay was questionable. Tweeted out that I liked him a lot. So if you saw that, you ran out Trey Burke. But he was pretty chalky, so you might have even ran him out yourself because his ownership was crazy without even seeing my tweet. But maybe if you didn't see that update, definitely follow me on Twitter at MoneyWebby if you're not already, for those kind of updates before the slates, after I make this video and stuff like that. So, yeah, then we tried to get that tournament filled up yesterday, but I couldn't really get it close to 200 people, so had to just banish that. And I think I'm going to be hosting a tournament for MLB opening day. Same old stuff. If you want to, maybe if you want to do a lower entry fee into the tournament, you can comment that in the video for what you're thinking, for any ideas, or just comment your DraftKings username if you want to get into that. I'll start inviting people today if you want to comment your DraftKings username down below. So I'm a little bit disappointed we couldn't get that done, but MLB opening day right around the corner, so that would be a good thing to host as well. I'll be uploading my video for that tomorrow night, probably for my favorite MLB plays of the day on Thursday. So I'm excited about that. But let's just get into the Money 6 here. Drop a like in the video if you could do that. 100 plus likes. And we're going to kick it off with LeBron James at 11,600. Tough not to with how well he's been playing recently. And he's going to Miami here. And this game, it's going to be on national TV, on TNT. I feel like every time LeBron is on primetime, the guy just goes absolutely insane. Like, I kind of like fading him when he's on primetime. I feel like I'm just watching him and I'm just like, come on, miss a shot. But he never misses. He makes insane passes, like against Toronto. That was on ESPN. Against Milwaukee, that was on ESPN. We got 73 and 79 DraftKings points there the last two games on ESPN. So I think LeBron is going to go insane here, going against his best friend D-Wade, a little added incentive there to have a huge game here. So LeBron probably going to flirt with the triple-double yet again here tonight, so lock him in there. And for my second guy, Jamal Murray here, they're on a back-to-back, but the guy's 21 years old. He shouldn't be that affected on the back-to-back, and he's going to Toronto. He's Canadian from Canada, so maybe he's feeling a little bit back at home here and wants to put on a show for the home fans, whatever have you. And he's been playing very well recently. Ever since Gary Harris went down, it seems like he's getting some more minutes, and the usage has been up over 30 DraftKings points the last like 4 games or so here. And he's gotten 38, 38, and 44. 3 out of the last 4. That game against Philly, they are very good against point guards, so that was kind of understandable in that matchup. But Toronto, one of the better spots you can attack them is definitely at that point guard position. And one game with Jamal Murray, he only got 21 minutes of this game, but he did very well in the minutes he was given. 31 DraftKings points there. So with him getting closer to like 30 DraftKings points in this game, 30 minutes in this game, I think we'll have a very good game here. Jamal Murray, like him a lot. Lock him in there. For my third guy, Eric Gordon here, probably be pretty chalky with James Harden out and everything like that, but at 7,200, the thing I'm thinking here between him and Chris Paul, I think Chris Paul, who's coming off that injury with the hamstring, think he won't get as much minutes as Eric Gordon here. I can see Chris Paul getting closer to 25 minutes and then Eric Gordon getting around 30 to 35 minutes, so that makes me kind of want to lean Eric Gordon in this matchup. He's been very well from the field, shooting the ball recently, over 50%, 3 of the last 4 games. And the shot totals have been going up. We know that James Harden controls an insane amount of usage, a lot of shots, and Eric Gordon can definitely fill it up with him out. I mean, James Harden was getting like almost triple doubles in some of these last few games with rebounds and assists. So that would definitely help Chris Paul and Eric Gordon this game. And a very good matchup against Chicago, a team he did very well against earlier this year, dropping 47 drafting points there. Shoots much better at home. This game's in Houston. So Eric Gordon, lock him in there, and he kind of runs with that second unit a little bit, so we could definitely see some extra run, even if they're up like 10 to 15 points in this game. And for my fourth play, we're going to stick with the Rockets. Why not? They're going against the Chicago tanking Bulls, so Gerald Green on the bench. He's going to see some extra run, probably 30-plus minutes, honestly, again, in this spot, and he's been doing pretty solid with those minutes the last 2 games. 40 and 24 drafting points. So I think he'll keep it going here. Not sure if he'll be able to get 40-plus drafting points again in this spot, but I think he can go for 30-plus drafting points against a team in Chicago. Definitely not good against the three-pointers. 37% from 3, 26 in the NBA. So Gerald Green with 30-plus minutes against one of the worst teams in the NBA. He can definitely get it done. He's similar kind of situation as what he did against Atlanta. So like him a lot here. Gerald Green, lock him in there. And with Houston bench, a lot of these guys are kind of older, like Nene and Joe Johnson, where they don't really want to be playing like a ton of minutes. They kind of want to just like go through the motions for the most part in these like blood kind of games. But Gerald Green has always something to prove in these matchups, even though if it's a blowout, because he's like, I think he's only on a 1-year contract with Houston, and he's definitely not like one of those bigger name guys like Joe Johnson, so he's definitely always having a chip on his shoulder. So I like him a lot in that game against Chicago. And for my fifth and final guy, we're going to go with Dennis Smith Jr. JJ Barea has been ruled out for this game against Sacramento, so some more possible minutes for Dennis Smith Jr. here and some more possible usage. JJ Barea does control the ball a lot, and just like because he's a great passer and stuff like that. So Dennis Smith Jr. should have the ball in his hands a lot in this game against Sacramento. We know that De'Aaron Fox is a terrible defender. Terry Rozier won for over 50 drafting points against him the other night. He has kind of struggled against Sacramento for whatever reason, that rookie kind of matchup. So I think he'll come out here with a better game here. Probably wants to get a little bit of revenge in this matchup. And he's been playing very well recently. 36, 38 drafting points the last 2 games, and like a couple weeks ago before he kind of got banged up, he was on a great stretch in some of these games with 40-plus drafting points against Denver and against New Orleans. Those better matchups against the point guards, it seems like he normally does well. So Dennis Smith Jr. should be putting up a lot of shots and can definitely get some more assists with JJ Barea out. So I think he can honestly approach 40 drafting points in this spot. So like him a lot, lock him in there. So that's the top 5. We got Jamal Murray, Eric Gordon, LeBron James, Gerald Green, and Dennis Smith Jr. And for my lottery pick, my value guy of the night, we're going to stick with the Houston Rockets here again. Why not, right? And we know that Clint Capella is out for this game, so I think Tariq Black is going to draw the start here. And the thing with this play against Chicago, there is a situation where they could have Ryan Anderson at the 5 in this game, but against Chicago, they're just so big. They have like a ton of power forwards and a ton of centers. That's the one thing they do have a lot of. They're very weak at the guard spot, so I think it's kind of tougher to go small ball against Chicago. So I think Tariq Black should honestly see 20-plus minutes in this game. And then Nene, his cap on minutes seems to be around like 15 most of these games. So I think Tariq Black will honestly be starting the most minutes at the center position here, and when he does get 20-plus minutes, and this is a great matchup too for a center against Chicago, when he does get 20-plus minutes, it seems like he does enough to return value. Against Dallas, 22 minutes, he got 23 drafting points, 18 minutes against Utah, 18 drafting points, 16 minutes against Denver, 19 drafting points, and he's a bare minimum salary at $3,000. For him to return 5 times X, all he needs is 15 drafting points. So I think, honestly, he could return 7 times X with over 20 drafting points in this game. A good matchup against Chicago and an opportunity for Tariq Black to show off some things in this tank bowl for Chicago. So they'll probably let Tariq Black go for a double-double here. So Tariq Black, lock him in there. So that is the plays for today. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Drop a like on the video if you did. 100+ likes if we can do that. I'd greatly appreciate it. And definitely subscribe If you are new here, haven't already, to get these plays every single day. We're winding down with the NBA season, but we'll be moving on to MLB. We had some great success with the MLB plays last year. I know that someone won like $1,000 on one of my lineups last year in the MLB, so looking forward to that. Should be another good year. Yeah, so definitely subscribe. You can turn notifications on with that little bell icon to get alerted every time I upload these videos. And good luck tonight, guys. Follow me on Twitter at MoneyWebby for any updates on these plays and stuff like that. Maybe I'll tweet out another Trey Burke guy that goes for like 100 DraftKings points tonight. But in all seriousness, good luck tonight. And you can call me your DraftKings username or any thoughts on what you want to do for this MLB opening day tournament I'll be hosting. I want to give it back to you guys a little bit for all the support you have shown to me. So good luck. Wish you guys the best of luck. Win some money for me tonight, and we'll see you back here again tomorrow.